Oscar, what the hell are you doing here?
What do you mean? You invited me?
This is very strange.
Listen, my car crashed. Can I just get a cup of sugar? Is that what neighbors do? Right?
That is what neighbors do.
Yeah.
And then you fuck their wife.
God. Oh, I didn't.
Wait, are we recording?
Can I go to the other neighbors? It's too personal. I know you guys too much. We've been recording. We're recording right now.
Oh,
Merry
shit.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, listeners. I don't even know how many listeners we have left anymore.
3.
Because we've been drinking.
It's 3. And it's you and I and then a third person. That's it.
Yeah. So Merry Christmas, listeners, whoever's left. I think it's literally it's got to be a year to the day.
Since we last recorded?
Since we last recorded. Because I think when we were recording episode 150, Izzy Sagawa, the cannibal, I think we were signing off for Christmas saying Merry Christmas because it was like a demented Christmas episode.
Demented. Yeah, that sounds like you.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds like you.
And then we were supposed to come back in either January or February, and we never came back.
That's right. Yeah, that's usually our season or like our time off, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like our summer break or something. Yeah.
Right.
In the winter, yeah.
Except it lasted.
Because you take 50 vacations, work is heavy, and before and around that area, so you I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. During that time, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we decided we're going to take a break. It's just the break lasted for a year.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, I mean, I'm heartfelt apologizing to our listeners.
I'm not. He can do it for me.
Fuck it.
I'm living my best life. No, I have not, but we'll get to that in a minute. But no, I don't. Obviously I do apologize. I don't have the heartfeltness, but what I do have is like I feel like when a young couple, especially young people, they take a break. They don't break up, right? But they take a break. And this is the guy. It's like the audience is the guy in this normal situation. Normally, I mean. And we're the girl. We said we're gonna take a break. We want a break, but it ended up being a breakup because it lasted a whole year, and now we're back after trying out different podcasts. Not really, sleeping around with different podcasts, right? And then we come back to the audience like, okay, well, the break is over now.
Did you miss us?
Did you? I missed you, honey.
Yeah,
that's how it feels.
It does. It feels weird. It was crazy. But we're face to face. We're face to face.
Oh my God, we are.
doing this.
Fuck COVID now.
Right. So March 2020.
Mm-hmm.
March of 2020 is the last time we were face to face doing this.
Right. Face to face.
In the studio, in my home, with the good mics and that pick up every.
That means we were
thing.
in quarantine.
We were
That was right before quarantine.
Yeah, that's when quarantines happened. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
that's
March.
right. Wow.
So in a few months, it'd be 3 years since we did this face.
Your hairline looks amazing.
Everything else is falling apart.
Oh, yeah, everything. Yeah, gray and tatters. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with your skin over there, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm falling apart.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, so I just wanted to get on the mics. I really missed it. Fuck 2022 is all I have to say. Fuck 2022. It was a terrible year for me. A lot happened. We were supposed to come back in January or February. I can't remember what we said, which month.
Right.
But in January of this year, I wound up something happened to me health-wise, and I wound up in the hospital, physical therapy, a shitty couple months.
Mm-hmm.
A big setback at work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still employed, same company, but there was a huge setback.
Well, also COVID hit it. I mean, we talked about this too. Oh wait, no, that's during the 2020. I'm still
right
stuck
now.
in the type of time.
I know.
We're talking about this year. This year feels like 5 years, and 2020 felt like it happened 20 years ago. I'm trying to or 7 years ago, really. And sorry, I'm back on top.
Time is funny when you start thinking over these past couple of years, the COVID years.
It's very
Time
dog
gets
years.
funny.
It's dog years.
Yeah. So, wound up in the hospital, physical therapy, had a big setback at work that I'm still dealing with. I realized there were unresolved issues that I had after my father's passing.
Mm-hmm.
Everything kind of culminated into I just couldn't. I think depression is what it was. And I'm still trying to claw my way out of it. And one of the symptoms of that is you stop enjoying the hobbies you once loved. you completely stop doing those things, and that's
Yeah, he stopped recording. He stopped taking me out on dates. It was very depressing.
it was really bad. And like I said, I'm still trying to claw my way out of it, but I realize that I have to get a hobby back. I have to get back on the mics, researching and doing something that I love. So fuck 2022. Now I'm not committing to a schedule on the podcast right now. We used to do every 2 weeks, religiously,
and then we did like once a month in the home stretch of our break, because it was getting heavy, and obviously, which is a precursor to why we took the year off.
Right.
Really, that's really what it is.
Yeah.
Like the eye of the storm, maybe, I don't know what. And now we know, and no schedule.
No schedule.
We could be like Dan Carlin.
What's that?
Dan Carlin is a famous podcaster. He does history. He records whenever.
Yeah.
He just does it whenever he can. That's his shtick.
I like it. I think that's what we could do for now.
Yeah.
We'll put out some stuff.
I started researching something, right?
Oh.
And I was like, well, no, do not get excited. I started because what was 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago? You told me that you want to come back.
Yeah, about 3 weeks ago.
And I was like, oh, great. And then I texted you at some point after that, like, oh, I started researching something, and I should have said like I had no idea how to do this again because so many false starts. I got like one paragraph. I was like, dumb. It's dumb. It's nowhere near done. Anyway, I'm rusty.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
me too.
Yeah. Well, your skin looks rusty too.
I don't have anything wrong with my skin. Just so listeners know, I'm not like a leper over here.
You have leprosy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then our website was brought down twice. It was hacked and completely destroyed twice.
That was me.
That sucked. So we had to finally, and it's up now. ChicagoGhostPodcast.com. That was from GoDaddy. I got hacked and brought down twice from GoDaddy.
Really?
Had to be rebuilt twice, yes.
Damn.
So now we finally migrated all the data off of GoDaddy's servers and put them onto a private server from our hosting our
like a Korean server?
Our web design company. Yeah. Yeah, it's like in the Philippines or whatever.
I was kidding. Damn. I didn't know you were serious. I was just fucking around.
And so they're monitoring it constantly. So we should be good there. Our merch shop is back up. That's all up and running. I'm very happy about that. But just stuff like that, man. Fuck 2022. It sucked.
Yeah.
Now, how about for you? I know for a time you took on a new job for the government.
That's right.
That was another reason our schedules changed.
That's right. It did change. Yeah, because I had 2 days off only, which was I don't remember. Tuesday, Wednesday, or something like that.
It was something really weird.
Something weird.
I just couldn't meet.
Right. That was going to be hard to meet because that schedule was like 2 a.m. or something till 11 a.m.
Yeah. Crazy hours.
Some weird hour. Yeah. Some weird time. I quit it very soon after that.
Yeah.
Because, so real quickly, the job was for, I don't mind saying it, they don't care either. It was for Goodwill, specifically the Goodwill at a Navy base. They basically serve the troops. Yes, I was serving the troops. Very weird job.
Serving them food.
Serving them food, feeding them 3 times a day. That was our job, and everything that entailed, which is preparing, all that, cleaning and shit, managing. I was one of the managers, and don't get me wrong, the job itself, it's technically manageable. Do they manage it well? No. It's a crazy zoo down there.
It's government. What do you want?
And I didn't know. This is why I don't fuck with no government. This is not a real government job because I'm working for a nonprofit, but like it is because I'm working on their soil, so I do have to follow their rules and shit. So that's probably why, it was so weird there for me. But I was like, I can tough this out for like a year. Nope. 6 weeks is all I lasted. Before I was like, yeah, life is too short for this. It paid more than I was, for sure, a good amount more, but it wasn't worth it. Like my soul was gonna die, like the rest of them. A lot of people were very depressed down there. Wow. Were like eyes glazed over with, or like tired to the bone kind of thing, or like every day is like a new upheaval that they bring on to all this unnecessary baggage. I started immediately, and like, no, I don't want to deal with this. I don't need my life to be a sitcom that isn't funny. So I quit and I went back to Starbucks.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, and it took me back in a heartbeat. They had not replaced me.
And they gave you a raise too, right?
Yeah,
when
they did.
Yeah, that's
they
great.
did. Yeah.
it's cool that you realize that, hey, the money isn't worth losing a part of myself.
Yes,
you know?
I've always done that. This is why I've always lived kind of minimally, because I'd rather have a peace of mind than a lot of money.
Yeah,
I've never been that kind of person.
and that's really kind of where I'm at now too. Like, is this money
right.
worth my health? Because
mental health is just as important as your physical health.
mental health and physical health. Yeah, for sure.
Busty ass, skin ass.
It's killing me.
Yeah.
It is. So I understand what you're saying, and bravo for you for pulling the trigger on that. You know.
Yeah. Well, it's more like pulling the trigger and then taking the bullet back. Because the first big change was taking this job, and then the big change right after that is going back. You know, that was funny.
But it's good they took you back, and you got a raise.
Yeah.
And then I remember...
No one wants to close. No one wants to ever... What happens?
Then I remember you were also really sick, too. It wasn't COVID. Do you remember?
I do remember that.
You were down for
I
a
don't
couple
remember
of weeks.
I'm trying to remember what it was. It's been so long now.
Yeah, but it wasn't COVID, because that's what we thought at first.
Yep, I still haven't really gotten COVID.
You didn't. I did. I wound up getting it.
Yeah, I remember that. But you have kids, though. It's like basically going to happen. It's like a matter of time. Not if, but when.
Knock on wood, Nico, my son, hasn't gotten it. We all of
That's
us,
good.
me, my wife, and daughter, have got it.
Right.
But
right.
yeah, I remember you were super sick. So it's just another thing that added to extending the recording and just not
It's like
coming
one
back.
thing after another.
One thing after another.
It did feel that way. But this year, that scene in Seinfeld. Sorry for younger people out there. Let's face it, you're not younger. There's this episode of Seinfeld, The Summer of George.
Summer of George. I don't remember that one.
Well, he decides this year I'm going to make a change. This is going to be the summer of me. I'm going to be a successful something in something. I kind of did that. Not a summer of Oscar, but it was more like I didn't call it anything. What I did is that I went out online, mainly online, but also in physical form, going out and I try to like make new friends.
Oh, there you go.
That's what I try to do this year. Make new friends. I accepted all applications. Whatever, no matter how weird you were or what, like the polar opposite of what I don't care. If you accept, I'm accepting kind of thing.
And so how did that turn out?
So, weird. Ups and downs.
Yeah.
Ups and downs. Some of them in the form of like through a dating app, I met a few people that were interested only in making friends. And I was fine with that. And so I did hang out with a few people, some of which like I found, I don't want to say uninteresting. They're not uninteresting, but I found them to be like, oh, maybe I'm not really feeling it out as even friends, much less something more amorous. And others, they did the same to me. They're like, maybe they're not feeling it, right? So a lot of like almost potential friends, but no follow-ups, no real hangouts after, maybe one more time, a bar here or a drink there or a game top, whatever here. But overall, I think I've made like 3-4 new friends that have been pretty steady since.
Nice.
So yeah, that's way more. That's 400% more. So no, I'm kidding. That's not. I have other friends, guys. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I'm meeting someone new next week, possibly tomorrow as well.
Wow.
Yeah,
Summer of Oscar.
Been loading it up. Yeah, and I guess a lot of people are pretty lonely in the holidays. A lot.
Yeah, it's
been catching a lot of people being like, unfortunately for them, obviously, left out from their families.
Yeah.
From this year as a new thing or overall in their life. And I'm like, yeah, let's hang out. Let's do something.
That's great. You're brightening other people's lives.
Trying to.
Hopefully.
Yeah, with a dark light. That's the problem. That's my issue.
Well, there is such a thing. I was listening to the news the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember the name they gave it, but it's a depression. It's a thing that settles on some people around Christmas time.
Yeah.
When Christmas does not turn out to be picture perfect like the movies.
So it's like postpartum depression, but for holidays?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
And
Maybe it's like that.
an actual thing.
Not to say that that's the same expectation, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah. When the Christmas doesn't come out the way they do in the movies, it's a thing.
Well, that'll never
and they
happen.
actually have a name for it. It's really crazy.
Yeah, we have a name for a lot of, not dumb things, but a lot of things we wouldn't expect.
Yeah.
And that makes sense. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Lexi Raven will not be. This is the catch-up show, right? This is the catch-up show. Lexi Raven won't be joining us on the show any longer.
We didn't mention that on the show because we were still doing podcasts.
I don't believe we did. I think
I know I said I didn't want to at first, but I never did.
I really don't think so. I think we kept it hush hush.
Okay, so 6 months before we took a break from y'all, around 6 months, Lexi and I broke up. Not taking a break. We broke up.
Right? No, broke. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's fine. It was surprisingly mutual. Again, not to reference Seinfeld all day, but it wasn't like that breakup where they both wanted it. They handshake and like, all right, bye-bye. It wasn't like that, but it was like understandably from both our ends here. So
it was amicable. Good.
Yeah.
And she is now with child.
Well, no, she has a child.
With
child, it means that pregnant.
Oh,
right?
yeah, I guess that would mean she has a kid.
But she's still with it. Thank you. You opened that up for me.
So she has a kid now.
She has a kid, Ariel.
Ariel, it's beautiful.
I'm only saying it because it's Arielle. But I think she just says Ariel. But the way it's spelled is like Ariel.
Okay, all right.
Like L'Oreal. I don't know.
Yeah, I seen a picture. Beautiful child.
Oh, you seen it? Oh, yeah, because Facebook, right?
Yeah, Katie showed me. I'm not on Facebook anymore. I don't do anything with Facebook, but Katie showed me.
Yeah. Also, I don't do fuck with Facebook. This is Snapchat that I know.
So bad.
Yeah. Pretty bad. Also, Twitter nowadays. Jesus.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay for that blue check just to do it. I always wanted that fucking blue check.
Dude, those funny things though with the blue checks was so good.
Yeah. So Lexi won't be here. She has a child. Child's beautiful. Ariel.
Yeah.
We'll miss her on the show. She was always a fun addition.
It should be said though, not my kid.
Oh, good.
We didn't say that.
No, we didn't.
I make it sound like Ariel. I don't know how to spell it. Like, no. It's not my kid. Yeah, that's
name.
fucked up. No, that's fucked up. Hopefully, nobody rage quit in the moments between me saying, me making you assume that that's like, right. Right, exactly. Hopefully, you didn't jump the gun on leaving the show forever again after our break. No, not my kid.
Yeah,
it's a fun story though. If you get me out for a few drinks, I'll tell you the whole story. But that's the only requirement you need, though.
Drinks.
Yeah,
lube them up.
Exactly.
Lube them up. Speaking of drinks, you're not drinking your E.H. Taylor over there, are you?
Well, I don't want to make too much sound. I feel like this thing is hearing my stomach growling.
These mics are super sensitive.
Soup sense.
It's great. I had to unplug the sump pump over here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that happened. Again, fuck 2022.
Yeah. Also, the dating world, awful. It's pretty dismal. Barren wasteland of nonsense.
Really?
Did you know that?
I did not.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. However it was in your day, there's been like 3 different waves of dating that you missed out on, thankfully.
Thank God.
And I don't know how I missed. I just said 3 waves at the top of my head, but let's just say 3 or 4, right? Because you're that old.
I feel it.
Yeah, you feel. Yeah. The gray everywhere. So he's fine. He's not.
Why did I come back to this?
I don't know. I mean, you know me, so you think I changed? I went bitterer, more bitter. Bitters.
I should get some bitter.
I know, that's what I was just thinking. What was I saying? Well, anyway, let's say 3 waves of dating. Somehow in the first 2 waves of dating, from my late teens to early 20s to the early 30s or whatever, it's been somehow a ball enough where I get to play the field. I understand what's going on, roughly. Yeah. Human contact seems something attainable. And then this last wave, it's insane. I don't understand anything that's going on.
No shit.
And trust me, they don't either. And I think we're all pretending we do, but no one really understands. It is a minefield of nonsense.
So what is it? This is very interesting.
I get ghosted so much, Jay, which is a common thing. Very common, so common, right? That it's like I expect it. I expect it for everyone all the time. And it's like, I feel like, I'm trying to think of a good. I feel like Casper. I was going to make a Pokemon reference, but you don't know Pokemon.
Caspar.
The
Hispanic ghost.
Gaspar, yeah. Okay, I'll go with that.
Is there a
Gaspero?
Oh, I love it.
I think so. I actually don't know. Don't quote me on that. I think it's called Gaspero.
It is now.
It better be.
Gaspero.
And not just that, but weird things. Like
Gaspero.
I feel, and it's very politically heavy and charged out there.
Man, I can't.
Very, very, very. I dated both opposite ends of the spectrum. It's been fun. I won't tell you this. I'm not gonna. I'll tell you, but I'm not gonna. Okay. It's been a very interesting ride. Seeing what also turns them off is funny to me too. It's fun. Wow. It's fun, bad, but fun. I'm tolerantly making fun of it. But yeah, but still, like, I'm, still meeting new people and whatever. And one of those people has become like a friend, so that's been interesting.
Nice.
Oh yeah, so like I said, accepting all friend invites, no problem.
There you
But
go,
yeah,
listeners.
dating sucks though. Stay away from it, Jesus.
Contact at ChicagoGhostPodcast.com. Be Oscar's friend.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be your friend.
Watch movies. Also, another update. I'm getting a roommate soon.
You're getting a roommate?
Part of this is one of these new friends.
No shit.
Yeah.
Know him well enough to...
It's a her. And
know,
yes.
Know them well enough?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Very well enough.
Oh, like that.
Oh. No, I didn't mean that.
Oh, okay. Kind of sounded like...
You're right. It did. No, that's something else, right? That's not a roommate. Either way, I'm getting a roommate to like lower the living of my cost of living is what I meant to say.
Stop drinking.
Yes. And just to make it easier, and
Sure.
also she needs us to change desperately, so she wants to get out of a bad situation. And I'm not saying I'm the best in town, but I'm better than what she needs as far as cost and where I'm at, and it's working out.
Okay, good.
And that's going to happen in the next few months, less
There you
even. Yeah,
go. Nice.
very soon.
A lot of changes.
Yes,
A lot of changes.
I got plants.
Plants?
I got plants in my house.
You're all
I got
domestic
2.
now. 2 plants.
They're still alive.
Speaking of being
I had
alive-
3. One of them died though.
There you go.
Yeah.
How are the sugar gliders?
They're amazing.
Still
They're
have 'em?
cute.
Nice.
Thanks for that. My
Well,
mom
I didn't
still
know
has.
if,
No.
like,
No. It's
Lexi
fine.
came and took them, or
The only time I get asked by people is when they always say like, "Oh, how are the sugar gliders? Are they still alive?" That's usually always what I get
Oh,
when people
did I
ask
say
me.
that?
You did,
Oh,
didn't you?
I said, do you still have them?
Oh, did you?
Did I say I still
Maybe
have
I like what do you call it?
You were just anticipating me.
No.
saying
There's
that.
a bad word for it. There's I projected on you.
Stop projecting on me.
I'm trying not to, but it was so easy. Clearly, I picture you as my mom because my mom asked me that.
That's a whole. Well, we gotta talk about that one.
Well, the gray hair is
picture you
matching,
as my
so
mom. It's just in my beard. It's in
Yeah.
my little
Yeah.
beard. Could you hear me doing that?
he's like Gandalf. Yeah, I can.
Fuck these mics. Like, I'm afraid to move my feet on the carpet. I'm afraid.
I've
to
already
cross
been
my
making
arms.
noise. I said, don't stop yourself. Just don't make any extraordinary noises. Like, don't fart.
I'm trying not to.
Or don't hold it in either because we'll hear it on the inside. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. I almost bought a house in Florida
That's right.
this
I was
year.
gonna mention that.
And again, fuck 2022 because that all fell apart.
Yeah. What was the name of the hurricane?
I had the house. I had
that
the money
Ian?
down. We were moving to Florida. We were supposed to move October 28th.
That's right.
We were supposed to move.
I was gonna hate your guts when you moved because it was kind of sudden for me because I heard about it like a month before you did it, right? Because you were looking at houses, I think.
Yeah.
I'm like, that soon? I know. Stay here. What are you doing?
I had so many mixed emotions, but
Mhm. Yeah.
you know, that's our ultimate goal is to get down there.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I want my mom to look. Cause I'm going to take my mom with us, and you know, I want her to be down there. But Hurricane Ian came again.
I heard.
You know, just the year is terrible. Hurricane Ian came and screwed everything. As we were closing on the house, is when when we were supposed to close on the house, is when Ian made landfall. So everything got screwed up with the close, with trying to secure insurance, and it was an expensive home. It was an expensive home.
Yeah.
Can't have it without insurance.
Right.
And so
Right.
Ian screwed all that up. I just barely got all my money back from my down payment. Thank God I got it back.
Damn.
But that's another thing that happened. Just that screwed everything up.
Yeah.
Or screwed with me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just not a good year. Listeners, just not a good year.
Now,
we're
you
gonna
don't
try
have
to get back into
You don't
this.
have to try to come up with one. But is there anything that went well this year?
Yeah, traveling. The only time I'm truly happy is when I'm traveling with my family.
No, he's only happy, guys, when he's in an airport waiting for that airplane to.
Fuck that.
Listeners know that's been with us since the beginning. He hates flying.
Yeah.
So
I had to go to Jersey because I think everyone knows that I work from home.
Yes.
I'm a remote worker now, and I had to go to New Jersey in April for a sales meeting. That's the beginning of our fiscal year, is April 1. And it was cool. I won a trip. I got some diamonds added to my ring that I secured for being great at sales, and it was a great meeting. But I fucking drove to Jersey. I drove to New Jersey.
Yeah.
And everyone made fun of me.
Yeah.
But you know what? People were getting delayed on the way home.
Yeah.
Can't get into the airport. Just all these problems.
Yeah,
at
but
the
even with
airport.
those delays, they probably still got their home on time.
They did, but I was less stressful. I'm just cruising, man, having a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
So, it just, I just needed to get back on the mics. Is basically.
Yeah, I also had a trip too. I went to Kentucky.
That's right. Because you brought me back like 8 bottles of whiskey.
Yeah, you fucking ordered things, bro. You were like,
Whiskey.
fucking, this is my Amazon. Oscar's my Amazon today.
I think I have
Or
now
whatever.
I think I have over 60-something bottles of whiskey
Mm-hmm.
in this house. But yeah, you went to Kentucky. You did the Bourbon Trail.
A lot of bourbons.
Yeah.
A lot of distilleries, primarily Buffalo Trace. We went to like 3 times because they changed their main shit every day, which we didn't know until we got there. And you can only buy 1 bottle per customer or per person. So, yeah, we went back. So we took advantage of that. We went to the Lux, I want to say, distillery. We went to the
Lux, I don't know.
Luxor. No, it's not Luxor. That's not right. It's something
big.
like that. I don't know.
Luxor's in Vegas.
We went to a bunch of them, including some of the big ones.
Well, I know you brought me quite a few bottles of Willet. You
Yeah.
brought me a bottle of E.H. Taylor.
Mhm.
There was some Dickel, I think you got me.
Sounds right.
George Dickel. So you had to go to those distilleries.
Yeah.
Be-
We went to the
I think you got me Buffalo Trace, too.
Yeah.
You got me a bottle of Buffalo Trace.
probably.
Eagle Rare. Got
Yes.
me a 10-year bottle of Eagle Rare. Fucking sweet.
Yeah, I know. That's when we came back. We went back for it. So when we went back, so the E.H. Taylor. So when we went to the first day to the Buffalo Trace, they had the E.H. Taylor that day, and obviously I bought one, only one, of course. And I was like, because I had taste tested it before, right in the tour, and I was like, this is pretty good. Should I give it to Jay? Should I be nice and give this one to Jay? And then they're like, yeah, okay. And then the next day, I was like, okay, so, and then we found out through online, probably someone on the chat or something, said that they had Eagle Rare on the next day. I'm like, oh, that's what I want. And that fucker's for me. I ain't getting one because I only get one, right? And I was like, but we had other friends that didn't drink bourbon. And they were like, they never came with us the first time. They stayed at the Airbnb. And, but we convinced them to go with us so we can use their person to buy another bottle for us.
Nice.
So I got someone to pair up with me, and that's how I got you the second Eagle Rare.
Got it.
So
yeah, it's an age-stated 10-year Eagle Rare. Very, very
Sweet.
awesome. It's so.
I haven't opened mine yet.
good. So good. I don't think I opened that one yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Kentucky trip. I think in this year we've been to Florida 4 times. The last, so when I decided against the home. So my daughter and I had my daughter Talia was having a really hard time with the move.
Yes, I remember that.
So I told her, okay, how about if you and me go to Florida, check out the house, check out the neighborhood. If we have time, we'll check out the high school because she's entering freshman. Would that maybe make you feel better? And she's like, yeah. So we had this trip planned, just daddy-daughter. I backed out of the home, but I still kept the trip. So just me and Talia drove to Florida. We stayed there 3 days, drove back, took her out of school a couple days, and it was a wonderful trip. Just her and I.
Yeah.
No Nico, no Katie, just her and I. And it was wonderful.
Nice.
I'll never forget it. Because I don't get that with her anymore.
Right.
And that's something else that's been fucking with me this year. That kid's getting older. She's 14 now.
Yeah.
And she's not my little girl anymore. She's independent. She could care less about mom and dad. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And that used to be my little buddy. So I've been having a really hard time with that this year.
Yeah.
And anyway, yeah. So good things that happened this year. Vacations.
Yes.
And I would say over the time since we've been face-to-face recording, I've probably been to Florida at least 12 times. And I think we did New Orleans 3 times during that time period. So
Damn.
that's the only time I'm really happy is when I'm traveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny enough that you mentioned traveling, a lot of people's bios and descriptions and dating apps, a lot of them put travel a lot as things they love or they do. I'm like, how are these people affording all this travel? That's my question.
Yeah, you
No,
do.
I get what you do, how you do it. But I can't imagine everyone has the same ability.
I don't know. Maybe it's just something to put on a profile.
I think so.
Something to start.
It's just
strike
so
a
common.
conversation. Yeah.
It's just a staple. It's almost like a detriment. Like, enough with the traveling. I'm just gonna skip it.
You ain't going nowhere.
You ain't going nowhere.
Just sitting on the couch.
Yeah, right.
But if we're going back to Florida on the 27th, 2 days after Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll be there for
For New Year's.
be over there for New Year's. I'm taking bringing one of my daughter's friends this time.
Oh shit!
Taking
Which
them-
one?
Jackie. Remember Jackie?
Yeah, I think I do.
She's like our second daughter. So and I'm taking them all to Discovery Cove to swim with the dolphins.
What the hell is that?
It's a SeaWorld property
Okay.
in Orlando. You swim with dolphins. You swim with all sorts of fish and stingrays, and the kids just go nuts. They love it.
Got it.
So we're going to go there on the 30th. So yeah, travel. Travel's the one good thing about this year.
All right.
And that's
Cool.
all I'm giving this year. Fuck this year. If I haven't said that already.
Yeah, no, I think we got that.
Horrible year.
Even for the cheap seats in the back, I think they heard it. All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. But I mean, I think we have some good topics planned for some upcoming shows. But again, no promise on when they'll be released. But we are going to come back. We're coming back. We're recording a show tonight. And I don't know. I mean, I just wanted to jump on the mics and say we're still here. We're still alive. We hope you're still out there listening. There was one guy. So I told you our website got brought down twice. Our emails,
Yes.
all our old emails are gone. Everything is gone.
Oh yeah, I
everything
remember
is
this
gone.
thing. Yes.
But this really cool guy. I'm sorry I forgot your name. You live in England, but you also spent time in Jersey. We were going back and forth on email. He sent this wonderful, heartfelt email, genuinely concerned for our health and safety, and if
Right.
we're still alive. And he said, he's been listening to us so long that we're like part of his life.
Yeah.
He felt he knew us personally. Just a wonderful email, and that made me think like, how shitty it was to just drop off with no explanation. I mean, we released every 2 weeks without fail, and then to just go dark, that wasn't fair.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to record this.
No, I get that, and that's why I was like immediately yes on this.
Yeah.
And I got myself a portable monitor. Hey, look, it's so cute.
This is a great setup we got.
Such a
going
cute
here.
thing. Yeah, look at it. Because I don't have laptops, and Jay doesn't believe in monitors.
I just throw them away.
He just throws them away.
Chuck them in the street.
As a matter of fact, he buys them just to throw them away.
Well, we were moving, so I got rid of so much stuff.
No, it's
And
all
that
good.
monitor I held on
It's just
and
funny.
held on. And
It's just funny.
the week before you asked me, I had just gotten rid of it. Gotten rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
Weirdo.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I've also been doing some cleaning. I have a lot of weird shit in my, because I have to make space for this new roomie. I have this giant room, well, like a bedroom that I never use. It's been holding the boxes that I haven't unpacked.
Still haven't unpacked.
Well, because they're not unnecessary. They're mainly I have 8 boxes, just movies, like sitting
Ah.
there. For example, a bunch of clothes I don't use, a lot of Lexi shit. My mini fridge is in it. Like, I just gotta clean all that shit out, and there's like a lot. There's more than that, obviously. And I had another person living there for a minute too, for a few months.
Did I know that?
Was it a few months? It was a few months. Yeah, I did tell you about it.
Did you?
Yeah, don't worry. We'll talk about it after.
Okay.
But yeah, that happened, and it was like a shit show. So I've been cleaning it out like a little by little. It's still like halfway there, but like I'm getting there. Yeah. Anything you want to say as far as to what to expect from us in the short future coming up? Not only specifically on the next show, but like I don't know, just something to end it on regarding like we're not changing our topics necessarily, right?
No,
We're not
still sticking to the same topics.
same top 3, the triangle of serial killer, conspiracy, and supernatural.
Yes.
You forgot what it was.
Yes.
You're giving me the eyes like,
what's
how do you
our
not
theme
know? I
again?
got it from your show. What the fuck? This is your idea.
This is so weird.
This is the newsletter you invited me to fucking 20 years ago.
This is a very right.
Mm-hmm.
This is a very weird thing.
Yeah.
Dave Black, Joe Erie, still talk to them on
Dak and
occasion.
Erie.
What did I say?
I just combined. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Well, because Dave has a few names.
He does.
So
he
sometimes I say
has
the
like
wrong
3.
one.
I can't keep up with that guy. Yeah. What a weirdo.
So they're still doing good.
Mhm.
I know people. I get messages every once in a while asking if they're going to come back ever,
Mhm.
and I still have them listed on the website as occasional co-hosts. Is what I have them listed as. I'll try to get them back this coming year.
Yeah, when we say occasional on the website, we mean occasionally in the large vastness of time. In the sea of tranquility, it is occasionally.
Yeah.
Mhm.
In the next year, I would like to. I'd like to maybe do another podcast trip somewhere.
Oh yeah, yeah, we love that.
I know Joe Erie is dying to
We'll squeeze the fuck out of that,
milk it for 10
as we do
episodes.
with the fucking ring it. We'll
He
ring
really
it.
wants to go to Gettysburg and do Civil War ghost hunting and interviews down there. So I thought that might be cool.
Yeah. We could have our own Sherman's, not Sherman's March. What was the name of that documentary? Sherman's something.
I don't know.
Doesn't matter. Other people, cinematics know.
Got it.
People who watch stuff.
But yeah, I mean, something like that would be great. Same topics. I'm not committing to anything. I just...
Yeah, I know. Just
it's going to roll out as it can, as we can.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And I hope listeners are okay with that. But that's the way it's got to be for now.
Right, exactly. And I will also figure out how to do this again and go back to researching. Yeah. And I probably won't do what I did last time and read like 5 books on one subject again because that burned me out. But I'll do something like that. And I also want to get back on the ball regarding like, because I lost the touch. Like I feel like I know less, Right. I don't know less, but I feel like I do. Yeah. I still read all the time, but like not for anything in depth. I read for entertainment. I read for, even my own education, so to speak. Sure, but nothing in depth. And I would like to dig into some stuff.
Cool.
Back like we used to do. Yeah. So yes, I am very much interested in coming back to that. Not just you.
Awesome, bitch. Gasparo.
Yeah, I still torture him with, I don't know, I still torment him. I don't know why. He's just so tormentable. Look at it.
Oh.
All right.
Gee, thanks.
You're welcome.
So I guess that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Listeners, Merry
Christmas. We forgot
Christmas.
how to exit this, by the way.
I don't know. I'm just going to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Crazy Kwanzaa.
If we don't release by New Year, the next episode.
Yeah.
But we hope to keep you entertained through the next year, 2023.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's to 2023 being a better year. Let's give it a little... There we go. Cheers.
There you go.